when you were getting yelled at for not having your priorities in line.
Okay, so that's how it's gonna be.
And somebody said to you, get your priorities straight. Or maybe even at 20 or 30 years old, get your priorities straight, because we hear it a lot more as adults, right? Especially if you're not achieving the success you want. What does that even really truly mean? It's frustrating. Get your priorities straight. Yes, my priorities are straight, I think. No, they're actually not. So let me actually break down this age-old saying to you so you completely understand it, because once you do understand what getting your priorities straight actually means, you'll be able to transform your life in a whole better way. It's actually science behind it, my friends. Because a lot of times people completely misunderstand it. They think getting your priorities straight is just saying, okay, my top 3 priorities, what are those? Let's say number 1 is my health. Number 2 is my wealth. And number 3 are my relationships. Okay, you have those in order of importance, but that doesn't mean you have your priorities straight. That means you just have your priorities in line or in a row, right? Because to get your priorities straight, there's real science behind it. Because if you actually have your priorities straight, you will be successful as long as they're in the right order and they're straight. So let me define what straight actually means. There's science behind it. It means an actual straight line. So there are these things. They're called your priority pillars, or the pillars of your priorities. These are the segments, right? Like health, wealth, mindset, all the things you could pay attention to that could possibly be important to you in your life. Now, once you have these in order of your importance, let's say you have them in the right order. Obviously, you need to have them in the right order that has to align with your outcome. So, for example, if you want to be successfully rich, one of your first pillars of priority should be wealth. After that should be health or something along those lines. So you have your priority pillars picked out. Okay, they're in number of 1 to 4 as far as an importance goes. But the top of your priority pillars have to be in a straight line, diagonally going up all the way from your 4th to your 1st. Okay, so for the example I have on screen, your 4th priority to the 1st is an actual straight line. You can see that your priorities are of importance. These areas in between, these are called buffer zones, buffer areas. These buffer areas have to be wide enough, far apart enough to create that straight line. And that means to show that you have to care enough more than these other pillars to make sure it's straight. So your number 1 has to be higher enough and cared more about enough than your second pillar to keep that straight line, and so forth. It has to keep going on. For example, if your priorities are all mixed up and you care about wealth, but second of all, after that, right next to it, you care about pleasing women and showing the world that you're cool as a man and trying to show off and spending all this money, then your priorities are not straight. And then drastically from there, third is way down is maybe your health, or somewhere else is something else. And it's just a disparity. It's not a straight line. So that's actually your priorities, but you're not getting your priorities straight. See, guys, you have to understand. You have to care more about the most important priority pillars than the least important ones. You have to care a lot more to create that buffer zone of space to show how important that is. That's the difference between people that go to the club every single day and spend all their money and the people that are saving and investing. That's the difference between the people that achieve their best dreams and their highest dreams in the world than the people that do not, that wonder every single day, why is every single day the same? Why am I not happy? Why am I not achieving the success I want to achieve? Why can't I have the money, the cars, the happiness, the woman, the things that I want in life? Well, men, you need to start prioritizing your priorities so they're straight. Get them straight, okay? Your number 1 has to be cared more a lot. There has to be a big buffer zone from your second priority, and a big buffer zone to your 3rd priority, and a big buffer zone to your 4th, so it's straight, okay, my friends? Now, I don't care how steep that straight line is. The steeper it is, generally, I believe the better. However, as long as your priorities are straight, you will find yourself on that real path, on that real journey of success. So that's what it actually means, this age-old saying of getting your priorities straight. What does that mean? Well, that's how you answer it right there, my friends. Getting your priorities straight specifically mean in a straight line, diagonal. Because again, a lot of people don't understand that. They think, oh, I know what I care most about, but they find themselves not achieving what they want, not reaching their dreams because they don't have this buffer zone, this buffer area of importance between the priority pillars. So I hope this video helps you, friends. Getting your priorities straight is extremely important in life, but many of the times with that saying, we just look over or don't even understand that saying and what it truly means. So how can we ever implement it to increase and improve our life's success or our circumstances? So once you learn to get your priorities straight, friends, trust me, you'll see a lot more success in your life. Thanks again for watching. This is the Randy Gold, the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We have a ton more episodes of podcasts, transformational videos, tips, and a whole bunch of things on everything else. Thanks, my friends, and I'll see you soon.